Hello YouTube, Uncle Lucky here, and welcome back to another episode of CBQ Hobbies. Today, we've got some pretty big hauls, a lot of hauls, massive amounts of hauls. And if you couldn't tell by the opening, this probably should have gone out earlier, but Pokemon Go has been ruling my life. Don't know why. Such a simple little app on your cell phone, but it's ridiculous. Everybody I know right now is just enamored with this thing, so I probably won't be putting out content for the next couple of months because of Pokemon Go, so blame it on them. So first up, we've got some of my orders. These are the ones that came in the mail the other day. I wanted to get my hands on the #1 from the 3rd series of Doctor Strange, but it finally came in on my comic shop, and they're selling it for $2.50. It's graded like 2.0, so I imagine there's not really anything at all left of it. I really want the #1 from that series, but I'm probably just going to have to wait a little while longer. It's about the hunt, really. It's not always about getting it, it's just about the hunt. Next to that one is Doctor Strange #11 from the 2nd series. It's one of those ones that you can't wait to open up the bag and smell, you know what I mean? Because it just has that old pulp smell, that awesome kind of smell to it. This one being #11, this was before he was the Sorcerer Supreme, because if you notice the title there, it says that he's the Master of the Mystic Arts. So this one goes back quite a ways, again from the 2nd series, so the mid-70s. And next up I have Rebirth, the Justice League. I bought both covers. Like I said, I wasn't going to get too carried away with it, but it is Justice League and I will buy the covers. This is the first one. And now I know that they're putting Simon Baz and the new Green Lanterns are going to be in the Justice League, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm not sure if I'm really into that scenario, to tell you the truth, but it is what it is. They're going to do what they're going to do with it. They're trying to get readers in. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to read this one yet. I'm trying to catch up on everything. It's kind of ridiculous here lately. So those are the ones I ordered. Now these came in the other day. It's Earth 2, odd end of the number range. It's 10, 11, and 12 from the original Earth 2 series from 2012. But here's the thing. I'm a big Fate fan. Dr. Fate in the DC Universe, he's pretty cool. I mean, if you can't get your hands on some Doctor Strange, Dr. Fate will do. But this is the Earth 2 Dr. Fate, and I'll tell you what, this is actually the only reason I bought these comic books was because of how he looks. Oh my god, he looks super cool. This is the first introduction, Earth 2, of him. Absolutely just really phenomenal looking art. It looks really good. And, Dr. Fate's a cool character, whether he's on Prime Earth or Earth 2, whatever. Really, really cool. Yeah, looking forward to these. Like I said, it's just, he looks cool, so yeah, that's a big plus. And now here's the good one. We went out of town the other day, did a little bit of camping, went to a cabin, really nice area, and in this area they had antique stores. Pretty nice antique stores at that, and somebody was selling 2 or 3 long boxes worth of comics. Now, what was interesting, little story to this was because this person was charging way too much for odd comic books and then not enough for other comic books. It was just really kind of a fiasco with the pricing. It really weird. Just this gentleman had them off the wall priced. So I found a couple that were in a decent price range, but just because I just wanted to buy them because they're the old ones. So let's do this one up first. This is Peter Parker, the Sensational Spider-Man. Really weird, terrible, stupid long title for a comic book. Just dumb. But it's got Cloak and Dagger on the front cover, and I'm guessing they're going to be in the comic book. Again, another set I haven't read yet, but this looks really interesting. I haven't had a chance to check the dates on all of these yet, but this was 60 cents at the time when it came out. 1983. 1983, and has Cloak and Dagger on the front. They're cool characters. I'm surprised that they actually haven't made a TV series about them yet. Netflix probably should be jumping on that because they're pretty cool characters. It's a neat looking comic book. Again, they're one of those ones you can't wait to open up and give a sniff at. Then we have, from 1980, the Savage She-Hulk. And I'm not really into She-Hulk or anything like that. This is the only comic book I have with She-Hulk on the front cover. But Man-Thing is pretty cool. He's a neat character. I picked this one up just to see what would happen when these two meet up, because it'll be interesting to see, really. And then the last one, also from number 80, or from 1980, 50 cents, number 11, Tales to Astonish, starring Submariner. I'm guessing this was in a complete series with Submariner. I have also 0 Submariner comic books. I think he's a neat character, just not someone that I collect, and I don't know if he's had an on-running series for a while of his own. You guys can tell me in the comments below if that's true or not. I have no idea, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And now we go into absolute nerdgasm collection here. In the same area when we were doing the antique shops and stuff, we found these books. I absolutely love Ray Harryhausen. That man was an absolute genius in old school movie making. He brought so many claymations to life. Some of my favorite being the Sinbad movies. He made the skeletons that they fought, and just this guy was an absolute wizard and one of my favorites in the movie business, because I am into a lot of the old movies, old school, love black and white movies. And then I also found this one. I've never heard of this magazine. I think it's called Spectrum, the Magazine of Television, Film, and Comics. It's more of a mouthful than the name of the show. X-Files. Really cool. Both of these magazines are from the 90s. And it'll be interesting to pop these open and see what's going on with them. I was a huge fan of the X-Files. Big fan. I wouldn't go out and party. I wouldn't go out and do anything. I wouldn't go out to the movies. I wouldn't go out to dinner, lunch. I wouldn't go out on a date unless that week the X-Files was on. I stayed home and watched it. There was nothing else that was going to happen that night, at least. And X-Files was a really big part of my life in the 90s. So seeing this magazine, is really good pickup. I like it a lot. So. Well, ladies and gents, that's going to do it for this episode. Tell me what you think of the hauls, if you got any of those comic books, if you like any of those comic books, if you've ever seen any of those magazines or anything else that I've shown or talked about. Tell me comments below, man. You guys losing your sleep to Pokemon Go? Something so simple and so, I don't know. It's just such a simple little thing, but it gets you out, and it really does. It gets you moving. It gets you up, and it gets you running around looking for stupid little cartoon characters, man. It's insane. I'll probably miss out on some sleep tonight because of this. So, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next episode.